Can't tell if I should wear my hat or not. I know you want to go. You just took and swam for an hour, and you're not going to run the streets with me. Yeah, because we're running streets. You just see a park out here, and you're like, oh, we're going to go hang out in the grass. Oh, there we go. Mobile dashboard's up finally. Okay. And you're not going to want to do that. Let me make sure this is working. Okay. Now you can feel free to be up there if you want. Yeah. Eat your lunch. You haven't eaten since yesterday. Let me grab this hat. Okay. Should I take a water just in case? Oops. Oh, that's why that fell out last time. Yeah, take a water, or a little bit of water anyways, just in case. It's a little bit warm out there, but I'm pretty well hydrated. We'll just take, I don't know, what is that, about 6 ounces maybe? And we'll put that in there. There we go. Gosh dang you, dog. Yeah, weirdo, you're weirdo. You're not going. She thinks she's going for a run with me. She's not. I don't know how many miles we're going to get today. We'll see. But no, you're not going. You're not going. Come on, back up. Back up. You stay here. You'll be fine. She's so mad at me. She literally, we just left the dog park. And I don't know which way to go. I could go up that way. And yeah, maybe we will. We'll try and go this way. Somehow there is a, sorry, I'm trying to zip up my thing. I don't get my key. It has been a long, long time that I have been here at this park. So to figure out how to get on the trail over to where I want to go to is going to be fun. There's chances of some storms coming in. Why is this thing all crazy? That makes no sense. It's leaning and I don't know why. There's so many people at this park in the middle of an afternoon on a Thursday. But I'm thinking we're going to, I have my road shoes on, so I can't do a lot of trail running. I think this might be what I want right there, maybe? Yeah, that looks right. Because that's that one that goes, I know where that goes. Because I don't want to go through the cemetery. But start now. Then we're going to go this way. We're going to try and go to the top of Kagi Hill. We'll run down Kagi Hill towards the college campus. Maybe run through the college campus area, or at least down one of the streets, because it is college is out, so I don't have to worry about tons of people being there. And we'll see what we get when we get over there, because my mileage is all screwed up. I think if I go all the way down to 19th, which we could do, I will get maybe 6 miles around, because Bozeman as a city isn't that big. But we will get going. Okay. This is a park right here. By the way, this is Lindley Park, maybe? I don't remember. I'm waiting for my GPS to hook up. It's crazy. Hopefully nobody complains about my dog being in there, but I've turned the fan on and it's not super warm today, so she should be good. There we go. Well, let's get going. So we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna run up to Kagi. I stopped off at my, got my stuff from my mailbox. This is the last decent weather we're gonna have till like Monday or Tuesday. So I will not be able to stream probably for a few, even the same as it was. It's a huge hospital, but whatever. I did not eat the healthiest snacks on our drive here from Helena this morning. I had to knock out some stuff in Helena this morning and then drive down here so I could pick up some stuff I needed to off at my mailbox. I think this way? I don't really know now. Oh look, I got full video back again. It's not like I was down in anything, in a gully or anything. But you can see the mountains there. That's only like maybe 90 snowpack still, so I keep getting I've been getting dumped on with snow. So I'm gonna have to after my marathon is done in here in, was it like 9 days? Not this weekend, but the next weekend, which is really just a training run for me, but I have full strength. Oh, now you're magically gonna work. I was gonna say my strength can't get any better than it is. 4 bars of 5G. Oh. But speaking of that, if you guys haven't seen my Instagram, I posted a question, poll, whatever on there. How many people would be interested in me live streaming the whole race, since I'm not going to be out there trying to get a sub 3 hour or anything. But she let me go. So let me know how many people, because I'm not going to live stream it. Most people are going to watch it, because it's a lot of work to run 26.2 miles or 42.2 kilometers with a camera while trying to run, I don't know, 7:30 minute pace. We'll see how I feel. I might not even make that. But we'll see. really I'm supposed to have a 30 miler that day. I figure a marathon's good enough. There's one that I always run. People like to see me run it. So, for the local community and everything. So I'm kind of recognizable. Plus, Hitler's kicking my ass. You guys can't actually see how big of a hill it is. It's kicking my ass. And we're still not to the top. We got I don't know if we want to go that way or that way. I guess we'll figure it out what we want to do. I think this is where we could have gone, came out of, is right there. I was trying to buy some time there because there's so many cars. And everybody was waiting for me to cross. And it's like, I don't know where I'm going yet, people. So I was trying to look off in a direction that the cars weren't. So that they might just go. Plus, the people, there's a stop sign on the cross street, so if you don't have a stop sign, just go. I'm going to wait for you. Okay. I mean, it's gorgeous down here. I love the area. Oh, now you can see the that Gallatin. It's called the Gallatin Valley, but if you can look way up there, right next to here, you see those mountains right there. That's up there by Helena. So, well, it's about 40 miles. Would that be east of Helena? I think it's almost dead east of Helena. Maybe southeast. But that's looking up into Sourdough Canyon up in that area. Or no, that's Bear Canyon. Sourdough's over here. Through there is where you go to Livingston. But if only I could afford to live here in Bozeman, I definitely would. But it is so expensive. So expensive. Oh, my legs are tired from this last week of running because I really amped up my mileage. So climbing this hill is not fun. Just to give you, oh, I lost video again. Why is this thing struggling for video? I don't get that. Houses that I'm running by right now. I know. What was that? Oh, now I start walking and now it's going to show the video. So I was looking at my phone to see what's going on. Say that house right there. Well, any of these houses right here. We're probably looking at $800,000. 900,000. So it's no San Francisco or DC or New York, but it's definitely on par with Seattle or Boston or, you know, places like that. In a town of, I don't even know how big it is now. Over 40, I know, 40,000. If you add the college in there, you're probably close to 60. But the college population is seasonal, so. Which, if anybody comes here in the summertime, highly recommend. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can do. That's why it's so expensive to live in, because I mean, for the most part, it is a I use this loosely, but a resort town, even though it's not really a resort town. I was the best skiing in the state. I mean, Big Sky, which is an actual, and it is definitely one of the elite places in the state to ski than I do here in the city. Like, what the hell? Okay, we made it to Kegi. It is all downhill for a little while until we have to go back uphill. But look, now that I turn the corner, I have lots of signal. Push some video again. You can see the football stadium off in the distance there. Montana State has a pretty good football team. Of course, people in this state will continuously talk about the Grizzlies because they did have a streak there for quite a while. But it's like, dude, you gotta move on. And accept the fact that the Bobcats have a really good program. And a lot of that is probably because of the sexual assault problems that they had in Missoula on the Grizzlies, to include their head quarterback for the football team. Now, Bobcats have had their problems too, mostly because of coaching staff selling drugs, not to the football players, but just in general. But that was also like 15 years ago for that, where the Grizzlies stuff has been more recent. I think the like the preseason poll, football poll for the we're gonna go has, like, the AP poll has the Bobcats ranked 3rd in the nation this year. So we'll see how they do. Pretty sure last year, I didn't really follow it last year, but I think last year they went to the national championship game. And they've been in the postseason, like, I don't know, 9 out of the last 10 years or so. So they have a pretty good program. I am supposed to be attending college here this next fall, but I haven't fully committed yet because, oh boy, the river or the creek is just flowing. Definitely got some spring thaw happening. But like you couldn't see because the video wasn't working. Highlight and up in that area is just completely like snowpack still. So it's going to be melting for a long time. And like I said, the storm that just went through was dropping more snow up there. You could see from out here. And all this weekend it's going to be dropping snow. Oh, should have peed before I left. Oh well. Maybe I can find a spotter up here somewhere. But to go back, I guess, to with all the snowpack we have here. After my marathon, I'm going to have to drive down somewhere else to get some training in. Ooh, is my video working? Yes. You can almost see highlight now. It looks like it's being covered up by a... It is being covered up by a cloud. Zoom in for you guys. But that's Highlight Peak right there. You can see how much snow is out there. That's it. That's up over 10,000 feet where all that snowpack is, but there we go, we're back. But my next race is like the base elevation for my next race is 9,500, and I'm going up to like 13,600 or something like that at the top. So this, what, 5,000 feet that I'm sitting at right now ain't gonna cut it. So we'll see. I might just head back down to Flagstaff again and get some more training in down there, or if enough stuff is melted around Colorado, maybe we'll hang out down in the sand bonds and get some runs in down there. We'll see. But it ain't gonna be here, because I can, like right up by Helena, some of those mountains I can get, 1,500 feet of vert. There's no snow on them, but they're peaking out at like 8,300 feet, so and that's if I'm lucky. Like Mount Helena and Mount Ascension, they don't get that high. They're just over 6,000 feet. I mean, even the Continental Divide, just outside of Helena, only peaks out at like 7,000. The part of the trail that I can run right now up on the CDT doesn't even get that high. I am a horrible friend too, because I have a couple friends that live here in Bozeman. Have I seen them yet? No. I don't know why. Just need to hit them up and be like, hey, what are you doing? Gonna go grab a beer or something? And I'm sure they'd be like, yeah, let's go do that. Okay, I obviously have some sort of issue going on with my gimbal. I wish I could remember how to fix it. And there's a setting on my gimbal that changes that. That is obviously what I have going on today. Okay, we are just getting to up here at this light, the very outskirts of the college. The very famous Museum of the Rockies will be off to our left, which is a lot of things, but most famously dinosaurs. One of the nation's leading dinosaur places. There we go. Or dinosaur authorities, I mean, is from this college. So. And then also over here is I don't see it. Oh no, it's up there still. Okay, it's just blocked by the trees. A decent pizza place called Rose's Pizza. They've been around forever and actually have some pretty good pizza. Oh. Definitely feels warmer than it is now that the sun came back out. Hopefully nobody's looking at my dog and being like, she must be suffering in there, because actually it's pretty cool. There's Rosa Pizza right there. Make sure I don't get ran over. It's amazing to me in the last few years how much Bozeman has changed. Places that were around have been demolished with brand new build, that kind of stuff. And then you compare it to when I used to live here, which, yes, I'm old. It was a long time ago. Let's see, I moved to Helena in 2007, so, and then before that I lived here for 10 years when I first went to college. That tells you how old I am, because when I first went to college it was in the 90s now. Yes, I am in my 40s now, which is why I was able to retire from the military right as soon as I hit 20 years. So that's the Museum of the Rockies right there. Oh, you can get a pretty good look at Highlight Peak now up there. Well, now there's a tree in the way. But you can see even on the lower peaks here, there's still so much snow. So much snow. They just did like a huge construction project on the football stadium up here too. I mean, even like, well, shoot, it's probably been 6-7 years ago now. They did a big addition to the stadium. They enclosed one of the ends and had a few rows and stuff. So it's, I don't know what it can hold, maybe 17,000 people maybe. And now they've got added on to the end over here, this big sports complex, which I'm not gonna lie, was needed. So, because there was no places for locker rooms and that kind of stuff really for the football players. So they had to come over from the basketball stadium, which is over here to the right. You can't see it right now, but we are definitely on the college campus now. But yeah, they put this in right here on, like I said, probably 7-8 years ago. Oh. There is the basketball stadium and also indoor track in there. Has Rick Breedenfield House. And those are the tennis courts over there, because Over here, you have to have them closed or else you can't play tennis half the time during tennis season. Weather is too shitty. And then that's the new athletic complex that they put in. But the Grizzlies will always, or the Grizz fans will talk about how much better the Washington Grizzlies stadium is to this. And the only difference between the two stadiums is they have the other end zone capped off, but I like it. I even overheard somebody one time, the college there in Helena, which is a tiny, tiny college. Like, I think it's NAIU, and their football stadium that they have there, which is not really a football stadium, but as far as the stadium, I mean, there's some bleachers and everything, but one guy there, you can see how jaded people are. He was obviously a Grizzly fan, but he's a local college fan too. Make a comment that when they were talking about, so he was talking to somebody about the Grizzly stadium versus the Cat Stadium here, which now you can see it pretty good. I enjoy watching being live, watching the football games, but he obviously made a comment about, we just hit the 3-mile mark. I think we'll run down this way. That's 3 miles. I think we'll run through campus, or at least part of campus. They've done some huge expansions on the buildings even since I was, 20 years ago when I was at college here. But like brand new buildings, that kind of stuff. What used to be the new building over here, which is where the physics department is, which is why I want to come back here, so I don't have my physics degree. I quit partway through. I had a big break. I was a bad boy, let's put it that way. I had a involuntary break, and then it just took me forever to get back in. But when I went back to school, I didn't get my physics degree because I wanted to do everything online. So I've always wanted to go back and get my astrophysics degree, or get a degree in astrophysics, I should say, and even maybe a master's. But so that's why I put in for this fall. But I have a lot of things planned for this fall, so I haven't quite committed yet. They've accepted me. I was supposed to register the other day, 12 months ago. I tried to get in there and register, but it needed all the classes. Because it's been so long, I wanted to retake some of my classes. But because I was in AP classes at the time, they require instructor approval. Even though I made all the gates, even without instructor approval, because I had, my ACTs were so high and all that kind of stuff. That's a cool little grocery store right here. Used to be something else, now it's that. Looks like they have like a little brewery or something here too. They used to have a movie theater here. I wonder if that shut down. Looks like it. Looks like they built this little brewery in place of the movie theater. But gosh dang, so many things are different here. So many things. I used to be over in these dorms over here. I loved it. It was fun. Everybody badmouth. I was in Roski Hall. Everybody badmouth Roski because when they built it, it truly was a social experiment. But I think it was a winner. I loved it because all the rooms face, so when you come out of your room, your door faces all your neighbors. Big circles like that, you can see it. So it's to kind of, looks like they're doing a big remodel on Schroyer Gym over here too. is where the volleyball people play. Of course, they're probably now in the field house, I would betcha. A lot of remodeling. Even that gym over there, they've done a huge remodel on it. It never used to look like that. I guess we could run over there and see. Yeah, this is all tore down. That's where I used to work out at. The well, it still says Schroeder Volleyball on it, so that must be where they still do the volleyball. That right there used to be the varsity workout facility. That's where I used to work out at. Because I had a, I guess, I don't know if I told you guys, I had a track and field scholarship for here. I was a decathlete. Until I lost my scholarship for being a bad boy. Very long story, but that's what it was. I think we'll go across and then maybe run up, check things out. Quite a few people parked in the parking lot of the places, so I wonder if they oh wow, they're doing like a huge remodel over here. And in addition, I think that used to be all parking. Oh, the hill. These hills. Oh wow, and that's a parking garage. That used to be a huge parking lot. Looks like it's a parking garage now that they're putting up, which is good. So once I got kicked off the track and field team, I used to do a lot of intramural sports with my roomies and stuff. This is where we did most of them, playing basketball and that kind of stuff. It's a lot of fun. It is all quiet here. Yeah, that is... No, that's not... So, I don't think that is an addition. I think they're just tearing it down and redoing it. There used to be like an indoor running track over there and all that kind of stuff too. Actually, this is fancy. So that building straight ahead of us used to be the physics building, the brand new building, state of the art. This is new. That is completely new. I don't even know what that building's used for. No idea. They have changed so much stuff here since I was here. Strand Union is still the Strand Union. That's the student union building. I don't know what that building's for. I have to look up and see what departments are in what now. This big, huge brick building in front of us used to be the physics. I don't know if it still is. No idea. Gosh dang, that building is huge. I wonder which department is in there. It could be maybe some sort of new physics or something is over there. Because they've been doing good. They do a lot of stuff with NASA. And what is it, JPL that does a lot of stuff. They have some things with them. They run out of here with like Mars rover and some of that stuff too. But who knows? No idea. Oh, the memories and things I don't know anything about. But yeah, this Barnard Hall? I don't think it was called that before. I actually don't even know if they had a name for it at that time. I just remember it being the physics engineering building. Maybe that's engineering over there now. Maybe they split them out. Yeah, it's a little strange. But, and then up here on the next two buildings was your computer science. I think it was mostly just computer science, actually. Probably engineering as well in there, I'm guessing. That's what those used to be. just after I quit coming here, when I was stationed here in the military. And I was working with the recruiters at the time. I wasn't a recruiter. I was just kind of, I was working for a battalion, but we were co-located with some recruiters. And they came out here to, that's brand new too. I don't know what that is. But they came out here to build a lot of the fraternity houses, sorority houses, all that over in this area and surrounding the college campus. But they needed to move a track vehicle out here to entice people to join the officer training program and that kind of stuff. And they had nobody licensed in order to move the vehicle, so they had to move it off of a trailer. I remember the semi was parked right there, and they needed somebody to drive it and park it. I don't know, it was over here somewhere, probably. I think it was actually probably right where this new circle is. And as soon as because they're parked, because that's a sorority house right there. As soon as I started that thing up, I had every girl in that sorority house out there being like, "Ooh, hello there, Mr. Military Man." I was loving every minute of it. That was one of those days where it's like, yep, I'm glad I'm licensed on this thing. That is the registration hall right there. At some point I need to stop in there. If I decide to unregister or register, I'm gonna have to stop in there, but we'll see. This hasn't changed at all. I spent many a day in that library. Many, many days in that library. Ooh, let's go down over here. Wilson Hall. All the calculus classes I took in that building. I don't know if they still do them there, but many, many of them there. They must have some school programs going on right now. One of these buildings, maybe it's this one up here, has a big, what would you call it, arboretum or whatever in it? Like trees and plants and that kind of stuff. This is where my nice, thanks, Barf Bag. I'll definitely look into it. This is where my I don't remember which professors. Seemed like all of them had their offices in there. But of course, down here, these are new buildings right here. I have not seen these before. Or at least maybe they did a huge update on them. I don't remember the name of that, so I think that's new. So this is the chemistry and biochemistry. So this is not the building I was thinking of. It has the plant. It would be over that way more. But I took many classes over there too. One of my, yeah, I've never even heard of that building, so that's brand new. And then these are more dorms over here. Older people dorms. Wow, it's a dining hall. That's new. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, this was, so Langford Hall up here is an all-female dorm. And then there's another one here. There used to be a dining facility here too. That's why that's weird that there's this huge dining facility right here. Maybe they closed this one down and they just have this now. Somewhere up here, I think it might be this red brick one, is Johnson Hall, which is all over 21. Or it used to be. I don't know if it still is. No, that's Lingford still. I don't know where Johnson Hall is. They redid the front end of Lingford. That's why I didn't recognize it. Maybe Johnson is that way? I don't know. Who knows? That's a brand new building too. I don't know what that is. We're almost to college though. The very famous places over here on College Street. I don't know if they're still there or not, but the Pickle Barrel, which was a sandwich shop, has been there forever and ever and ever and ever. And then there was a gas station. What was it called? Was that the gas station right there? I don't know if no, because that looks different. There was a gas station over here. Oh, I wish I could remember what it was called. It was the only place. Okay. Yeah, I'll check it out, Barfag. I'll let you know. I'll whisper you. The gas station that was over here that I'm thinking of, which I don't remember what it's called. Is this 8? No, this is something else. They have completely redid lots of stuff here. Well, let's go across. Let's check out and see what this other building is. But anyways, that gas station was the only place you could get kegs. So whenever we were having our keggers, me and my friends, we always had to go there and buy kegs. And it was the only place you could get them from. But they also had like really cheap like drinks and stuff like that there too. Like, when by drinks, I mean like soda fountain and things like that. I want to see what this is. This is big and fancy. It is a brand new building. It is a brand new huge building. If I didn't know any better, I'd be like, oh, it's a hotel. Highlight Hall. I wonder what's in there. That is like a huge ass building. I'm definitely gonna have to look up this stuff and see. Especially if I'm gonna come back to college or not. I will eventually, I just don't know if it's gonna be here and if it'll be for physics or not. We're gonna go back this direction though. I should be able to get maybe 6 miles out of this, we'll see. I don't know what that is. Because I was also looking for an online program, and my old alma mater that I'm alumni with is Washington State University, because I transferred from here to Washington State to get my online international business degree is what I got. They have a online, it's an anthropology degree, but you can specialize like your program. It's just like if I go to, you can go get a physics degree, but you specialize, you're either physics professional or astrophysics or quantum physics, molecular physics, whatever, type of stuff. And so under the anthropology, you can get an archaeology degree. Like I could be freaking Indiana Jones with an online degree. Like, I wonder. Oh, this is why it looks different. This is college, but they have a roundabout in it instead of just what I thought was a light, but maybe not. I'm gonna walk this way. See what there is up here. Oh, Columbo's is still here too. That's been around a while too. It's a pizza, pasta. I think they even have has like stoves and stuff there. Sandwiches and stuff. Huh. Yeah, this is not the gas station that I was talking about. I think the one I was talking about is up here more. The wind just picked up and it's making my hat fall off. Pickle barrel's still there, or at least the building is still there. This gray building right here is what that was. Looks like it's still the pickle barrel. And yes, there is pickles in a barrel that you can grab if you want. Really good place to get a sandwich from. So the place I was talking about is not what it used to be. It's now a loafing jug. Whatever it was called. Oh yeah, this is 8th right here. We're gonna go down 8th. Now the houses, if we went all the way down to, what is it, Wilson? Would be really cool. That is the place right there where you used to get your kegs from. Or get your kegs from. But yeah, over on Wilson, there's still like just huge houses. Well, like a house like this, either one of these two. This will tell you how expensive it is, especially being this close to, on 8th, this close to campus. That is probably a $700, $750, $750,000 house, I'm sure. It's a tiny little house. Might even be more than that, just because of the location. One of the fraternity houses that got in trouble a few years ago for some of their practices was for sale. Oh, this is a green school. I forgot about that. I'm gonna go across the other side. I've played lots of basketball there when my buddies lived in a condo not too far away from here back in the day. He's now not with us anymore. Just died suddenly one day. Not that old either, because he'd be at least, what would he be now, 45 I think? I think his birthday was just the other day. But it's too bad. He was a great guy. And he died like years ago, so he was even younger then. He was probably only like mid-30s at that time when he passed. Anyways, that frat house, which is huge, I mean, it's basically a mansion, was for sale for, it was pretty run down because they really didn't do a lot of upkeep on it or anything like that, the fraternal organization. And, I mean, all the frat parties, everything, it was getting trashed all the time. It was for sale for like 1.7 million or something like that. Let's see, this is, oh, this is Cooper Park, okay. So, this is where I take my dog at sometimes when we're, well, not now, because now that she's discovered that other dog park, she doesn't want to come here. But, this is one of the areas, especially over on the other side, because you can park on the park side, but I see you can park right here on the side too. And there's no resident permit parking things because you're next to the park. I often wondered if this is a place where I could stealth camp in my van here in Bozeman. It's a busy street, but I don't think anybody would bother me. I know you can't park on this street, But on the other hand, you can park next to the park. And then it looks like right here, you can as well. So. The other side, permit required. Well, 8 to 5. After that, it doesn't say anything. But I really do think that would be a valid place. There's a part of me that just wants to try it and see one night. Because being right next to the park, my dog would really like it. The only thing that sucks is there's no bathroom nearby, but I do have my toilet in my van, but I've made it this far without having to use it, so I haven't had to do any maintenance or cleaning or anything on it. Which isn't a lot of work, it's just, I don't know. Like a lot of these streets, I mean, we're far enough away from college now that there's no residential permit required for any of those, but you're in front of people's houses. I think somebody would be like not too happy if you were just parked in front of their house. And I get that. That's why the park I thought of, because now we're over by where the dog park is. That's a huge regional park there. I mean, it encompasses many, many blocks. And we have stayed the night on that street. Again, there's nothing says you can't or anything like that. Granted, I did wake up in the middle of the night one night, and I was the only person parked on that long street. I mean, it's probably 3 blocks long with no break, like no breaks in the block. It's just one big long block going around that park. Okay, I actually do not think we're going to be hitting the 6 mile mark. I kind of shorted myself, although I could always add some more distance in. Oh, if you're ever in Bozeman and you hear people talk about the Bermuda Triangle, this is it. You got the Hofbräu right there. That looks like graffiti, but that's actually their sign. And then you got Bingo. They must have changed it, because that was the Molly. Well, it still is the Molly. It's just not what it used to be. And then there was one over here called the Scoop, which I don't even know if the Scoop is still there. And they call it the Bermuda Triangle because you just go from one to the other to the other. Hofbräu is cool. Back in the day, I went to I suck at band names. I want to say Counting Crows back in the 90s. Well, this would have been late 90s. Yeah, the Scoop doesn't exist anymore. Let's get off this guy's way. This used to be the Scoop right here. There's no sign or anything anymore. Bagel Works has some good bagels. Really good bagels. Their everything bagel is real good. But anyways, I went to the concert, and then after the concert, we came over to the Hofbräu, and the band showed up. And they actually shut the doors to the bar, like closed the bar. And if you were in, you were in. But once you left, you couldn't come back in. And nobody new could come back in. And the band just hung out and actually played a few songs and that kind of stuff there. It wasn't like they had a gig there or anything. They just showed up and it's like, yeah, we can play a couple songs or something. It's pretty cool. World boards right here. recommend them if anybody's looking for skateboard, snowboard, don't matter. They do a great job. I was thinking about this today. I don't know for sure, but I think this ice cream place that's over here used to be a laundromat. And it just seems odd to me that they turned it into an ice cream place. I don't think of, I think of a laundromat as kind of a dirty, whatever place. But it's an ice cream store now. Used to be the school for bad kids, the alternative high school. Alternative school. No, I think it was everything, but they did put a lot of money into that remodeling and everything. It looks really nice now. So who knows what it is. It still could be. I have no idea. Now we're getting into some of the famous downtown parts of Bozeman. So the Baxter Hotel up here is pretty famous. Just past that is a brand new hotel that used to be where I work. That used to be the reason why it's called the Armory is it used to be a military, like a National Guard armory. And that's where I used to work. It was only 3 stories at that time, and they moved the National Guard out to a big, huge building about 10 miles away from here, out by the airport. And they sold that, and some developers bought it and turned it into a hotel. And it's actually a really super nice, like a very expensive hotel, like really super expensive. Like a boutique hotel. But and then this is all brand new over here on the right hand side. Another boutique hotel, and as well as a bunch of other stuff. It's a good little coffee shop here. Taco truck of some sort. Yeah, the Lark. This used to be something else. Fancy hotel. Chalet Sports, it's been here forever and ever and ever and ever. Good place where you can get some deals on clothing a lot of times. I mean, they have everything, but I don't go there for everything. What used to be a bar, one of my favorites, there's now Ted's Montana Grill, famous restaurant or restaurant chain that you see all over. It's owned by Ted Turner. So many things have changed here. Burger Bob's is still here, that's good. Cactus Records is, I think, moving somewhere. Used to be a place you went to all the time. Yeah, they are moving. There's a lot of cool stuff here. New, like, little trendy coffee shops and clothing shops and all sorts of stuff. They did. It was nice to see back here if we just went by. It was an old movie theater that they turned back into an old movie theater, which is really cool. It's a cool town, but it's definitely like a touristy town, so it's really expensive to live here now. The vibe is cool. It's got that college vibe, which is what I like. No idea what they're doing here. this being that tall of a building here, but oh yeah. Oh, that used to be, I do remember what that used to be. That used to be a U.S. bank. Not anymore. This sushi place here has been here forever, but it's changed names like 7 times. Santa. And then for anybody that has been here or has heard of Bozeman, the most famous bar, almost probably in Montana, the Rock and R right there, which had an explosion and burned down probably, I don't know, what was it, like 10 years ago? And they've come back and remodeled it all, and it is back again. But I don't know, it's kind of changed. It used to be like a cool little, not really a dive bar, but that kind of a bar. Now it's more what I call a fern bar, you know, real yuppie-like with ferns in the room, that kind of stuff. Ooh, this place right here, this chocolate company, which is down the street down there, is so good. So good. I stopped there with my now ex-wife, then wife, one time, and we just ran by Bozeman Running Company not too long ago too. Really good little running store, helpful people. I like them a lot there. That's where I go to buy stuff. A little more expensive, but it's okay. Sometimes I always support my local running store. This used to be a really cool soup place. It still is, but my burrito place that I used to go to, which was really good, is not there anymore. They actually moved in with this place, this beer sanctuary. So now it's a soup and burrito place. Still just as good. They still make the stuff the same, but it's not the same because it's a different building. The building that they used to have, they completely demolished, got built up, and now there's like an apartment building or something going in there. But it was like one of those institutions where they've moved before. When they moved before, they moved the whole building like down the street to a different location. So it was a little sad to see that the building didn't exist anymore where we used to go there. This used to be a grocery store, not anymore. Oh, it's one of those work share spaces. Oh, I did get my 6 miles in. Good. I didn't even feel my wrist vibrate. This is where I used to hang out almost every night. One, because the girls that worked there were awesome. But my buddy used to work there too. So I used to get deals on food and stuff. Or pool. It used to be a small restaurant, lots of pool tables. Now it's a huge restaurant. I don't even know if there's any pool tables in there. But it used to be like a billiard hall with good food. But they completely changed it because they're like, oh, we're making more money off of... Well, no shit, you're making more money off of food. You play a game of pool for a long time and it only costs $6. but not the same anymore, like many of the things here. Then they've really built up this end of town. This used to be the trashy side of town. Now there's all these new builds. If you go further this way, down there, that's like the industrial part of town. Brand new buildings in there as well. It's a little crazy, you know, how much they've done, but again, if I could afford to live here, I definitely would. I do love this town. And in a lot of ways, Flagstaff reminds me of this town, but I don't know, I think this town has a lot more than Flagstaff. One, the college is a lot bigger here. Okay, we made a full circle. 6.4 miles. That was a nice little run. I'm gonna grab the doggy, and there she is. Hi. I'm gonna get a drink actually. I'll let her out, wander around. We don't really have to. I don't know if I'm gonna stay here tonight or go back to Helena tonight. I haven't decided, but it's a cool little park. I like it. So we'll see. I don't know where that's a bathroom up there. I might go see, because I still do need to. Use the bathroom. Oops. So let's go. There we go. Cool. Hello, everybody. So she's mad at me. You should see the look she's giving me. She's so mad at me. Hi, sweet girl. Anyways, everybody, that's it for today. At least it was different than Helena, being in Helena all the time. But, okay, let me put this on you. And we'll go wander around, okay? Yeah, we'll go wander around. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hold your horses there. That's it for today, and we'll see. Like I said, the weather's supposed to be so bad that I don't know if I'll be able to stream until probably Tuesday. But we'll see. The weather is supposed to be better in Helena over the weekend, so that's why we're probably going to go back there. So if it's not raining and I can get a chance to get a run in up on Mount Helena or something, we're going to do it. But anyways, thank you everybody for joining me today. I wish I would have had better video, because I had like 8 or 9 people on at one time at the beginning. But anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Bye guys, love you all, bye.